What's up, guys? Just here back to my channel. Tonight I'll be doing a review for Aew Dynamite, Fight for the Fawn, and Happy New Year and all that stuff. So, anyways, let's get to it then. An intense John Moxley cuts a promo in front of a line of his Death Rider soldiers standing behind him. He talks about destroying the AEW World Championship, which is still covered in a briefcase. He acknowledges Adam Cope and I know exactly what he's about. As we see their interaction at the end of AEW World's End 2024 and their trios battle tonight. We then cut to Radar, FTR, and matching T-shirts standing backstage in Asheville, and see Adam Copeland, Dax Harwood, and Kashmir each take turns talking. Copeland says he saw Fear in Mox at World's End. He says tonight is gonna be fun. Red FTR out. Yeah, says Harwood to wrap things up. Alright, first match coming up. Heyman Page versus Orange Cassidy. Inside the arena, Orange Cassidy theme is, and Dappy Yapper Justin Roberts does his custom wear or whatever. If you hear firecrackers in the background, I'm sorry guys, they're still popping firecrackers outside. Anyways, introduction as he heads to the ring for our first match of the evening. He sells in the ring. Heyman Page's entrance tunes hits, and out he comes to a cowboy shit chance. The bell sounds and off we go. Straight out of the gate, the two trade strikes before Page heads to the ropes, setting up for a buckshot later to no avail. Cassidy leaves the ring with Heyman persuading him, only for Orange to catch him with a roll up for a near fall. Page sends Cassidy to the corner for his troubles, and he then hammered, throwing him to the opposite side before laying him out for a 2 count. Cassidy gets back to his feet, evading a corner strike by Page, who catches him with the right hand, sending Orange off the rope. Page yells at a crew member to move before grabbing Cassidy, sending him into a barricade not once but twice. Heyman breaks the ref's count before bringing Cassidy to his feet for a powerbomb, but Cassidy reverses with a back body drop instead. Page is then sent to the barricade as Cassidy mounts up for a set of punches, stopping to break the ref's count himself before leaving the ring, where he is met with the right hand by the Heyman. Cassidy goes for a dive onto the floor, but is caught by Heyman. He leaps onto the ring apron to escape, but ends back in clutches of Heyman, who launches him overhead with fallaway slam onto the entrance ramp. On that note, Excalibur talks us into a mid-match commercial break. As the match continues, when the show returns, we see the intensity and pace of the action pick up after some bang forward shifts of offensive momentum. Heyman Page picks up the pinfall victory after avoiding an orange punch and connecting with his own buckshot lariat. After the match, he continued to attack Cassidy. He hit him with 2 dead eyes. He also attacked Christopher Daniels. So winner is Heyman Page. Alright, Jay White talks Worlds and Casino Gauntlet and Maximum Carnage. Backstage, Jay White cuts a promo about how he's already not starting out 2025 as he had planned. He says Rare Yuta cost him his chance to win the AEW World Championship at Worlds and at World's End 2024. I'm sorry. He vows to show him over and over again how he feels he still has a path to Moxley at Maximum Carnage. He says he'll win tonight and win the Casino Gauntlet next week. Alright, next match coming up, the Acclaim versus Hurt Syndicate. Inside the arena, we hear the premiere sounds that Acclaim's theme outcomes. Max Caster holding signs like Sammy Guevara in his early AEW days, but not rapping. He and Anthony Bowens settle in the ring as split screen footage airs showing Bowens cut off Caster trying to rap. After they settle inside the square circle, their music dies down and the entrance tube for the Hurt Syndicate plans. Out comes MVP along with the almighty Bobby Lashley and the standard of excellence Shelton Benjamin. MVP gets a fantasy chant along with the chorus to the theme, "We hurt people, we hurt people." It's becoming an established new wrestler entrance sing along. The bell sounds and we're officially running with our second match of the evening. Lashley attacks Caster and then Bowens to get things started hot. Meanwhile, MVP joins the crew on special guest commentary as Lashley and Caster start things off as their legal men for the respective teams. MVP says Caster took too long upon receiving the business card from the Hurt Syndicate. Because of this, Lashley and Benjamin outright told MVP, "We don't want him." Lashley continues to pulverize Caster in the ring with ease. He clotheslines him out to the floor and tags in Benjamin. The standard of excellence goes to work right away on Caster on the floor. More of the same upon returning to the ring. Bowens bells on Caster. Lashley tags back in and nearly takes Caster's head off with a spear and chokeslam before ultimately finishing him off with the Hurt Lock for the win. We hurt people. We hurt people. So winners are Hurt Syndicate. Alright, next match coming up, Jamie Hayter versus Julia Hart. After a quick word from Swerve Strickland after tonight's main event, we head to a commercial break. When we return from the break, Jamie Hayter makes her way to the ring for one-on-one action. Our next out next to the House of Black style ring entrance, and just Juliet Hart. The bounce on the official offering this one, blah blah. All right, following some back and forth action in the early goings, Hart bounces Hart haters dome off the steel steps at ringside. We then head to mid-match commercial break as the bout continues. When we return, we see the action back in the ring with Hater in the control of the offense. Hart fights back into the ring and heads to the top row. She goes for a moonsault, but Hater moves and Hart lands on her feet before falling into her butt. When rolling back up, Hater slaps a submission on Hater and cranks away, but Hater stands up, still stuck in the hole. She hits a Death Valley driver onto her knee and follows up with a lariat for a 2 count. Hater heads to the middle rows, but Hart sweeps her legs out and Hater takes a bad bump. Hater clutches her shoulder and ribs as the referee checks on her. Hart grabs an arrow from ringside and heads to the ring. The ref takes it from her, and while getting rid of it, Hart sprays mist into the eyes of Hater for the win. We head to another commercial break, so winner is Julia Hart. Alright, I have a segment coming up with Mercedes and stuff. Okay, Kenny Omega next week. Vignette airs to promote the return of the Cleaner to Dynamite next week. Next Wednesday night. After that, we see a view message from Kazuchika Okada referencing Omega, and of course culminating with him saying the word "bitch." From there, we head inside the arena where the ring is covered in a red carpet. The famous Mercedes Moné's theme hits, and out comes CEO of AEW during her annoying little bounce dance. She sells in the ring with the TBS title on her shoulder and the NJPW Strong Women's title on the podium. Monet introduced the view, looking back at her arrival in AEW last year and the big year of Tessa she had in the promotion, and naturally she tells Mina Shirakawa that she's coming for that Rev Pro championship. And just remember, Monet changes everything. Alright, next match coming up. Roger Strong versus Jay White versus Swerve Strickland. When this wraps up, we shoot to the Undisputed Kingdom backstage. Adam Cole vows 2025 will be their year now that they are back together and running all cylinders. Sorry, guys. Roger Strong vows to win the three-way tonight and reminds them that it's for every man for himself in the Casino Gauntlet. Next week, inside the arena, theme for the Undisputed Kingdom hits and out comes Roger Strong. He sells in the ring, and then Jay White's entrance tune plays. Switchblade makes his way out and sells in the ring as well. Finally, the music for Swerve Strickland plays, and he makes his way out, accompanied by Prince Nana. The bell sounds official offering this high stakes three-way. Swerve gets off to a strong start, but ends up dumped on the floor by White. Strong takes over from there, and as the Undisputed Kingdom member stands tall as the lone man on his feet, we should get into a mid-match commercial break. When we return, the action continues until White hitting the Blade Runner for the pinfall victory with the win. He will enter the number one number one contender Casino Gauntlet on next week's show. After the match, Ricochet comes out with scissors and attacks Swerve until he is a gross blade mess. He also beats down Personana with a chair. So winner and no one in Casino Gauntlet, Jay White. Alright, Jeff Jarrett's announcement. We have a segment with Jeff Jarrett coming up. Backstage, Alex Marvez to get word from Jeff Jarrett's buddies. When the last outlaw himself appears, Marvez is asked to leave as a group convenes with Jarrett. Asks if he is sure he wants to go through with whatever announcement he has to make tonight. Karen appears to promise she will stand by him no matter what before handing him a pair of his boots, with Jarrett walking off as we cut away. We then see Maria May, who continues to hype herself up as she talks about the state of the women's division. She calls herself the Epic, saying it's time for the greatest women's division to prove themselves to the champion. She said the division can't touch her, but she loved to see them try. Back inside the arena, Jeff Jarrett's theme hits, and now he comes to the ring with his wrestling boots over his shoulders. There's a guitar and other Jarrett stuff in the ring. He gets on the mic and tells the entire story of his family's legacy and how it led to him being in the business. He talks without saying the name about launching TNA Wrestling. Jarrett continues to talk and says that that brings us tonight. He lifts his wrestling boots up, and fans begin chanting, "No, no!" Jared teases retirement, but then he reveals that that's not his announcement. He demands to be put in the Casino Gauntlet next week and says his New Year's resolution for 2025 is to become the AEW World Champion. Alright, next match coming up, Powerhouse Hobbs versus John Cruz and Rob Killjoy. We will turn inside the arena where Powerhouse Hobbs name hits. He makes his way down to the ring with his opponents already waiting for him. As he tells inside the square circle, Justin Roberts introduces his opponents as Cruz and Killjoy. The bell sounds and Hobbs immediately steamrolls over both guys. The commentators reveal that Hobbs will be in the Casino Gauntlet next week as well. The quick squash handicap match wraps up moments later with Hobbs getting the easy victory. So winner is Powerhouse Hobbs. Alright, next match coming up, main event. The Death Riders versus Rated FTR. But first, Adam Cole and FTR run into the learning tree. Backstage, Copeland punks them a bunch, and a match is announced between the two teams for AEW Collision. After this wraps up, we see a promo from MJF who makes it clear he's got his sights set on Jon Moxley and the AEW World Championship in 2025. Inside the arena, the Death Riders theme hits, and now comes AEW World Champion Jon Moxley, Wheeler Yuta, and Claudio Castagnoli, accompanied by Brina Shafir. They make their custom ring entrance through the crowd for our final match of the evening. Sorry, I can't talk. After they settle inside the square circle, we hear the iconic sounds of Adam Copeland's theme. Out he comes, accompanied by FTR duo Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler. The trio, collectively known as Rated FTR, made their way to the ring and pose on the corners as the Death Riders wait outside the ring. Alright, the bell sounds and first over into this one. Harwood and Yuta kick things off for respective teams. The commentators talk about the passing at age 91 of Sweet Daddy Siki, I hope I said that right, who helped train Copeland and Christian Cage. Copeland takes over and Castagnoli tags in. Alright, Copeland hip tosses Castagnoli over the top rope and out to the floor. He hits a baseball slide drop kick through the ropes and then follows up on him at ringside. Shafir comes up from behind and runs Copeland into a steel ring post. On that note, the show heads to another mid-match commercial break of the evening. When the show returns, we see the Death Riders taking turns beating on Copeland in the corner. Wheeler finally gets the hot tag, hits the ring, and begins cleaning house as the Asheville crowd comes to life. In the background, Harwood tags in, and they go for a double spike power driver until Castagnoli hits the ring and stops them. On that note, 10 p.m. Eastern, which was my time at 9 o'clock, on the dot, we head to what is now our final commercial break of the evening. We're going along our first show of the year. This time, when we turn, we see Yuta working over Harwood with the side headlock. Harwood slams his way free. Castagnoli tags and Copeland stops him after he knocks Wheeler off the apron and tries to do the same. Same to him. I'm sorry. Copeland gets the tag just as Moxley tags in. The two stare at each other from across the opposite side of the ring. They collide with a vengeance, and Copeland blasts Mox. Excalibur says Moxley's nose might be busted open. Copeland measures him for a spear, but Mox rolls out of the ring. Instead, Copeland goes out after him, and they fight through the crowd. Back in the ring, Mox tags Yuta and keeps marching forward with Copeland stalking him. Copeland didn't see the tag and gets nailed from behind by Yuta. Yuta taunts Copeland and sets him up for a spear, but Copeland counters and hits a powerbomb into a close 2 count. The action continues and Copeland spears Mox through the barricade on the floor. He does the same to Yuta. After FTR hit a double team spot, Copeland covers him and gets the 3 count for the win. Red FTR celebrate their win and Showgirls air charity arm bands to the camera as the first Dynamite of 2025 goes out there and stuff. So winners are FTR. So a good show tonight and stuff, and that was pretty good for first show of 2025 and all that stuff. So yeah. So anyways, but for so tonight it was streaming on Max for the first time, but I didn't watch it on Max. I watched it on regular cable TV and all that stuff because I have cable, all that. So I just watched it on cable and all that. So I was because I was scared it was gonna buff the whole entire time on Max and stuff. So yeah, so I might watch it in the morning or I don't know, probably late tonight. I don't know, maybe in the morning mostly. I'll watch it on Max and stuff to see what's up and all that. So yeah, anyways, good show tonight and stuff, and I hope you enjoyed this video or not, whatever. and stuff. Or yeah, so like, subscribe, hit the bell button, leave a comment. If you guys want to leave a comment, I don't care when you guys do. That was it. And I see you guys in next video for Friday Night SmackDown, going to 3 hours this Friday. All right. See you next video, and Happy New Year again. All right. Laters.